Well, I had the opportunity to do or to go to a bunch of different countries and a bunch of different states, and I'd already traveled a great deal in the United States, and I knew I would wanted to go a place where I would get a real authentic American experience. So I figured Texas would be a really good opportunity, and I looked at Texas Tech and looked at the facilities and just thought this would be an interesting place to come. There, one thing I will say about the faculty and the people working here, they're very committed to their jobs. They're all very professional. First of all, the professors that you do have at Texas Tech are all very good lawyers and very good attorneys, and are very extremely helpful. There's an open door policy which I've experienced is very helpful to me because it kind of it makes it possible for me to approach my professors at all times, not just during their office hours, but also whenever I need it. And on top of that, the staff has also been extremely helpful. I mean, the IT department, everybody around here is just super friendly and very welcoming, and they're really here to help you learn. I would think I would say that the teaching style is a little different than what I've experienced at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark, where I'm from. Um, I think it's more it's a Socratic method here. You know, people or students are expected to engage actively in classes, and it just makes for a little bit more of an active learning environment where students participate much more than what I'm used to at home, for sure. Um, and it definitely has its benefits because I think there are more people engaged in discussions in class than what I'm used to. Yeah, but I think that professors give quite a bit of leeway to students. So if you stay on topic, professors sort of have let discussions evolve within themselves, so that the class is able to discuss whatever is most interesting that day. My impression of the students has been really, really good. I've been lucky to make really good friends, and all of them have just been really welcoming to me. Actually, this past weekend, I was in Colorado skiing with three of the JD students, and I've just made some really met some really nice people, and the atmosphere in Texas is very welcoming, and people are super friendly here. So. I've been really excited to meet and meet all these new and exciting people. I've taken four different classes this semester at Texas Tech. I've um, I've taken Introduction to U.S. Law, which is a course taught um, exclusively to international students. We've only been six students, five, six students in this class during this semester. And it's been really good because we've had a close environment where people were just felt really comfortable and safe, asking a lot of questions that you would probably not ask among American JD students. So that's been really good. Kind of gives you a brief overview of the American legal system to someone who comes from a different legal tradition. Um, Secondly, I've been taking contracts, which is a 1L course. It's mandatory for all JD students to take here at Tech, and I think at most law schools in the States. But it's it's um, it's kind of or almost like a comparative course for me because I've taken contracts at home some years back, and it's just been interesting to see how the differences or where the differences are between American contract law and contract law in Denmark. So that's been really good too. Um, I've taken course called International Business Transactions, which focuses on all the difficulties and challenges when people do transnational transactions, sells goods across borders, and does stuff like that. And that's a course that I was really interested in on a level, or I was also really interested in doing something like that at home. It's something that I'm considering going into as a profession. So that's been sort of that's been something I've really enjoyed. Lastly, I've taken a more practical course called Negotiations. It's focused on negotiations, and it's just had a little bit more of a practical approach to learning than the other courses have had. which has been extremely good because it's one of the first more practical courses I've ever taken in law school. But I think it's taught me a lot about the it's taught me a lot of things that are applicable and later on in life as a lawyer, because we do negotiations almost every day as a lawyer. So all in all, I've been really content with my choice of courses here at Texas Tech. Yeah, like I said, I feel like I've done so many different things. One thing that I would mention is definitely football games. The entire notion that sports is part of the of school is very different from what I'm used to back in Denmark. I mean, football games is just an extraordinary experience. I think the stadium seats about 60,000 people. On game day, campus is just crowded with people. They're barbecuing, they're having a good time, and everybody's just happy. I mean, the weather's always beautiful here, or almost always beautiful here in Lubbock, and it's just truly amazing and very authentic American and very authentic Texas feeling or experience. Some other things I've done with friends outside of school is I've taken trips to the Grand Canyon, for example. We rented a car and drove out there for a weekend and had an amazing time and saw some other parts of America. It was really interesting to see other parts of the country as well. I've gone skiing, like I said, in Colorado. Had an amazing time there as well. But I would say some of the more Texas Tech related experiences is definitely just take a walk around campus. I mean, where I come from, campus is spread out all over Copenhagen, and it's not contiguous in any way. Here, I think you have one of the largest contiguous campuses in the entire country, and it's almost like a little city within the city itself. So that's a very unique experience to just walk around and see the different buildings and see the vibrant life on campus. Yeah, I would definitely tell them about my own experiences. I've been extremely happy to be here. All the facilities that campus has to offer. I do sports almost every day or every other day. I've played on intramural teams with the law school. I played soccer with the law school. And on top of that, there's just all the academic experiences I've had here, all the learning experiences. So there are so many aspects that I would recommend to them. I mean, people, like to kind of sum up, people I've met here have been very interested in my personality and where I came from, who I am, and that's also something that that when you come as a foreigner is sort of important to you, because you want to learn about their culture, but you also want to tell them about your own culture. So, I mean, one great advice I always give to people is be open and just try to embrace all the experiences that you have abroad, and that has definitely served me well here, helped me a lot.